It is very sad and painful occasion in the nation Ghana. I'm really sad. I'm really sad for what is happening. The death of our own brother. Not only is he a soldier, he was a great man. He was a great man, and he doesn't deserve that. And we must stand up for all those things that is happening in the nation Ghana. My own brother, one time, his car hit a girl. They nearly killed him. But we thank God, God rescued him. Somebody came into the scene and he was rescued. Ghanaians, what is going on is very bad. We must stand together because his death is just like Martin Luther King's death. He's a great man. No matter how you say, he's a great man, and Ghana have lost a great leader. It will be hard for us to have such a person again. It is very painful. And we must stand together to fight this. That we will not just stand to destroy one another. We love destruction of life. We love it. We just love it. Because when we heard of a thief, you don't inquire where and what has he done. You can't just stand up and kill somebody to death, beat somebody, torture somebody. No. There must be education. The pastors, the teachers, every institution in Ghana must take this occasion to educate the youth, to educate everyone. Because lack of knowledge. Because if you are educated, you ask, what has he done? What crime has he committed? So that not anybody will wake up and because the person envy you or somebody else, he can just tell you who is a thief. And then people will just take things and begin to destroy one another. We are not in the jungle. We are in the developing world. Because if Ghanaians outside wish to come home and such event is happening, it will be very hard and difficult. Because we are praying for those outside that other countries will not maltreat them. But we ourselves, we are maltreating ourselves. It's very painful. Everyone in Ghana must stand that we fight against such issues. We must fight against. We must stand together because this one must be the last one. No. Innocent life must not be wasted anymore in Ghana. Innocent life. Precious life. Somebody going on his own business agenda. You just wake up and kill him and say he's a thief. Those people involved must be brought to. That the law must deal with them very well to set example. This must be set for example that it will not repeat. This incidents must be dealt with accordingly that it will not repeat anymore. It's very painful to see your own brother, somebody you know, that they are killing him. He can't defend, and nobody was able to stand for him. Nobody in the crowd was able to say, no, we should stop it. Youth, we must be careful because we reap what we sow, and do unto others as you expect others to do unto you. If you are in a critical position that people falsely accuse you, and why do we have the police stations and those authorities? Why are they there? We should be able to wake up and understand that whatever state of mind that we are in, it is time for us to wake up. Because what is going on in Ghana used to happen in other countries, not in Ghana. But right now, Ghana is not safe. But we must stand together to fight such issues and situations that at the end of the day, people will not take other life for granted, but rather we should cherish and care for one another, be one another's keeper. We must be good Samaritan, not bad Samaritan. We must be. We go to church, but what do we earn? What do we learn? A lot of people go to church and all that they do is to pray for somebody to die. Others go to ritual places to take life, even their own wife, brothers and sisters, because they want money. They love money. They love things of this world than life itself. Ministers of God, you must preach salvation, repentance, not only following money and those things. It will not help you. Because if we preach about love, certain things we need to educate. Everybody must wake up and go the extra mile to educate one another, that at the end of the day, the nation can turn around. Because we can't live in such a society whereby anybody can call you a thief and you end up in grave. You shot somebody's life. This is not the work of Satan. It's the work of man. It's not Satan. Man. We must reason up. We must have the understanding that the police and authorities are there. That is why we have the police station. It's not witchcraft. But we must stand for something good. That whatever you are doing, think of it. Don't let your emotions move you. Or don't let people tell you, oh, let's kill him. For what? What has he done? And what would you gain if you take his life? What will be the end result when you take his life? What is the difference from taking him to the police station and killing him right there? What is the difference? We must be careful. And the government also must get a job, the youth, so that when they have a job, a lot of people who are doing armed robbery, I'm not saying it's an armed robber, but those doing the armed robbery, some of them will stop. And before we realize, the whole thing will turn around. The youth, we must find them a job. Christo Asafo have opened a door and opportunity. We must use it. Establish businesses. Set things in place that everybody must do his part, play his part, that at the end of the day, Ghana will be a better place to live in. My condolence goes to the family, that his soul rest in peace. Such a person is very painful. It's very painful, and the Ghana army and authorities must do something. They must do something, that this one will mark a memorable moment for a loss of our brother. It's very painful, but let us exercise patience, that at the end of the day, we will not lose much life anymore, but rather we protect one another. May the Lord guide each and every one. I commit the family in the hands of Jesus, that God will stand with them. Yes, God will fight for you. It is very painful. It is very pathetic. It's something that you can't understand. You can't just understand to beat somebody to death. Even to beat him will be enough. But to beat him, burn him. I mean, we don't care. We don't care for one another. We don't. We don't care. But in this world, we reap what we sow. And we must be able to stand for one another. And we must not condemn and destroy one another. Because such a thing must not be allowed to exist. And we must also always do the right thing. Do the right thing. Stand for the good things in life. Not stand for the evil things. This is an evil act. This is an evil act. And it must not be allowed. If somebody is learning this because they copy it from other countries, the nations must look into it. That wherever the source is coming from, we must deal with it accordingly. That at the end of the day, things will turn around and people will begin to have love towards one another, respect and love, able to stand for one another. That at the end of the day, the police stations will not just be there, but rather they will take authority. And whenever something is not going on well, you don't have the power to take one another's life. No. Nobody have the power to take your fellow man's life. No. It must not be allowed. And the government must set things in place. Measures must be done. Something must be done that it will not repeat. Something great, wonderful must be done. I commit the family once again into the hands of God. I pray that each and every one also who have gone in such situations, we must also bear with them, that we stand up for the truth. Others have lost their life in such occasion, but this is like Martin Luther King. We must understand that there's people, whenever they are gone, it is hard to replace. Every life counts, and let us save life. Don't condemn, don't destroy. Let the youth be able to educate themselves that such things must not be encouraged. But we must all stand together as Ghanaians, because life is precious. When you lose somebody, you will never see him again. Yes, you will never see him again, which is the painful part. We will not. Somebody who was ready to serve his nation, service for his nation, and you said you want to take his life, you want to destroy him. Such people must deal with. And the town and whoever is involved, let the government do whatever it takes to bring justice to the land. Stay blessed and bye for now. This is Minister Ben. I'm really sad. Today I'm really, really sad because my brother went to similar situation, but it takes the divine intervention of God that his life was saved. P, I love you. God is with you. And whatever the enemy meant for evil, God will turn for good. That at the end of the day, we remember our brother, Mahama. Stay blessed, Mahama. Commit the whole family into the hand of God. May your soul rest in peace. Such a person, lovely person, according to resources, a lovely person, a soldier who was not able to fight back. You can't have it. Most soldiers will fight back, but such a soldier, lovely one, may your soul rest in peace. Bye for now.